That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Ok, juste faire un test, mais normalement là on m'entend. Ouais, c'est bon, ok. Tac. Ok, donc la dernière fois, si je dis pas de bêtises, donc je crois que j'ai tué la princesse et que quand je suis retourné la voir, j'y suis allé. Ouais, c'est à ce moment-là que j'y suis allé sans arme, mais je crois que j'y suis jamais. Attends, faut que je réfléchisse. Je crois que j'y suis jamais allé désarmé, tout court. Donc, peut-être que je vais faire ça pour le coup. On va juste descendre.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Intéressant. Ok. La première fois, je me souviens que la première fois où je suis descendu avec le couteau, du coup, sa voix était vraiment beaucoup plus grave et beaucoup plus agressive. Genre, si tu pars sans... Ok. Elle est maligne.
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Bonjour. Je viens vous sauver. Ah, ça y est, t'es pas ça. Merde, je viens vous sauver. Que le mensonge. On va faire le crime. Ok, j'ai envie de... Est-ce qu'elle peut être vraiment gentille? On va tenter ça, on va faire le simp. Je pense que ça va être la run du simp.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Elle va me faire you.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
va ignorer le narrateur.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Je vais voir ce que je peux faire.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Avec ses grands yeux, ça c'est vraiment bâtard. Il m'a vraiment fait des yeux de chien battu, genre. Ouais.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
S'il n'y avait pas de clé, vous avez une autre idée? Je vais voir le il y a peut-être une clé quelque part, sinon je trouverai autre chose pour vous libérer. Parce que le problème, c'est que je suis pas sûr que je puisse crocheter le truc avec le couteau. J'ai l'impression qu'elle en a vraiment peur. Après, peut-être que...
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Quoi, sérieux?
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
C'est moi sortir.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Okay.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Bon. Bah, c'était sympa.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates
Oh,
before
God.
raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Ça va pas la tête.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Oui, non, on est là pour la sauver. de toute façon.
Fine.
Oh putain, oh la déjeuner.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Ça me fait trop peur maintenant.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Tu veux pas...
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
J'ai peur. Tu peux
Thank
pas
you.
bander le bras
Now
ou
let's get out of
faire
here.
un garrot, là, je sais pas quoi.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Donc il a vraiment une influence sur le... Ok.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Quoi? Il triche!
Watch me.
Quoi?
What are you doing?
Non, recule! Oh non, oh god. L'avertir.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
Attends, est-ce que j'ai bien mis la bonne option? Je suis même pas sûr. Attends.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Ok. On est bien sûr résisté.
The blade. Move the blade.
Tu le préviens.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Non, t'approches pas.
We both know this isn't you.
C'est un peu, mais...
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Vise bien.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Ah, la pute.
I'm sorry.
Ça fait mal.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
Est-ce qu'elle va juste éclater derrière maintenant? C'est ça qui va se
Oh,
passer?
that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, même pas? Ok. Chapitre 2, la demoiselle. Je n'ai
You're
jamais
on
vu
a
ça.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
oui, mais non.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
C'est les prix maintenant qui m'accompagnent, ok.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Tu vois, enfin là je m'adresse à toi du coup Ellie, mais genre là, c'est ce que je disais, c'est qu'en fait, ouais, on est 4. On n'est pas 3, il n'y a pas juste le héros, les prix et le narrateur, il y a moi aussi genre. Et ça m'a vraiment... Ouais, ça fait exploser mon cerveau la première fois quand je l'ai compris. Genre, je crois que c'était devant le miroir, où en fait, on était en train de débattre. Genre, j'ai dit un truc et le héros m'a contredit en fait. Et j'étais en mode, attends quoi, mais comment ça, comment il... pourquoi il dit l'opposé de ce que je dis, genre. Et ouais, plutôt chouette.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
C'est bien vrai, ça.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Il a peut-être pas tort. Merde, je vois pas le... Attends, je vois pas ton message en entier, faut que je regarde sur YouTube en même temps. Comment ça? Genre toi, oui, moi, genre, moi en fait, moi je suis à droite, là on me voit dans l'écran, je suis ça là, je suis Céline de dialogue. Enfin, Céline de dialogue, c'est choix. En fait, les choix, c'est aussi un personnage. Genre, les voix, c'est pas les voix dans la tête du héros. C'est les voix de moi. Tu vois ce que je veux dire ou pas?
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Mais du coup, c'est là aussi bien fait, c'est qu'en fait, t'es conditionné à ce que... Enfin, c'est déjà surprenant que le narrateur soit un personnage en soi, mais la voix du héros devrait être toi, tu vois. Naturellement, c'est ce que tu te dis en tout cas quand tu commences le truc. Et finalement, tu te retrouves à...
We already
ouais.
told you we're not playing
Ça,
along
quelqu'un.
with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Dis-lui là,
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls
Ooh.
draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Ok. Ok, je m'attendais pas à
The
ça.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Mes choix sont les mêmes, le miroir n'a pas été mentionné. On va juste descendre, on va full simp. On est là pour ça. Le miroir a disparu.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Je suis amoureux.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Attends, est-ce que c'est un moignon qu'elle a? Ou c'est toujours sa main? Non, c'est sa main.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right?
Ouais, voilà, c'est ce que j'allais dire. En plus, elle t'entend pas, idiot bête, va.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
My spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back? I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Oh. Ok, je crois que c'est peut-être la première fois que le narrateur, ouais, prend conscience de ça.
That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Donc est-ce que cette run s'apparente à une sorte d'étage enfin pas d'étage de tour. Enfin, je pose pas vraiment la question, mais ouais. Plus ouais. Genre en mode faut la sauver à chaque fois.
And you've
C'est
died
intéressant.
before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters? We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Vous m'avez tué la dernière fois, ça faisait un mal de chien, pourquoi vous avez fait ça? Je n'ai pas pris de couteau avec moi. Est-ce que je dois encore vous couper le bras pour vous libérer? Que s'est-il passé? Question illégitime. Que s'est-il passé après ma mort? Je me sens obligé de poser la question. Est-ce que vous avez détruit le monde après m'avoir tué la dernière fois? Je n'avais pas ce qui s'est passé la dernière fois. Le narrateur qui m'a envoyé ici. Le narrateur qui m'a envoyé ici, vous avez... Attends. Pour vous tuer après possession de mon corps, c'était complètement injuste. Partant du principe que je peux poser un peu toutes les questions là.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Oh.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Oh, je m'étais jamais posé la question. Ah, ça c'est drôle ça.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
La sienne avec un S majuscule, c'est quoi? C'est Dieu le gars? Intéressant, intéressant. Ça c'est pas intéressant parce que le monde n'a évidemment pas été détruit, peu importe de toute façon, puisque ça se reset. On a déjà la réponse de ça. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
And now we're talking.
Ah, évidemment qu'elle va pas me donner la réponse.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Voilà, pas tout à fait avoué, si je puis. Ah merde, je peux pas. Pas revenir en arrière. Attends. Ah, putain. Non.
Then I didn't end the world.
Oh, okay.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. I'm not so sure.
Ah, de douter, toi. Ok. Ah, voilà, c'était ça. Est-ce que je dois te couper le bras?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Ah non, ça c'est bizarre, ça quand même. Hein. Elle est bizarre, cette meuf. Hein.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Tais-toi, toi, c'est pas toi qui décide.
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
Toi, tu deviens paranoïaque là.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Non mais c'est pas le fait... Putain, je te dis comme si j'étais là, comme si j'étais en train de débattre avec eux. C'est pas le fait qu'elle soit ok avec le fait qu'on lui coupe son bras qui me dérange. Parce que ça c'est presque ok à la limite. Si vraiment t'as aucune autre solution, bon, bah, c'est extrême mais c'est ok, tu vois. Mais genre, elle a arraché sa chair avec les dents. Elle s'est pas un peu mordue. Elle a arraché la peau du poulet, genre elle a tout enlevé. Elle s'est grignotée, genre. C'est ça qui devrait vous choquer, les gars, en fait. Est-ce que je pose... Ok. Avais-tu la dernière fois, ça faisait un mal de chat, pourquoi vous avez fait ça? Et t'as encore rien vu, me dire, oh non, oh non. Ok. Je suis pas genre vexé qu'elle ait fait ça, mais plus curieux. Mais il a l'air de vraiment être en mode c'était pas cool quand même. Ça va m'énerver le ton avec lequel il va le dire. Mais ouais, j'ai envie de savoir genre pourquoi ma mort était-elle nécessaire, genre.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
Ouais, bon, toi t'es biaisé
She
par contre.
made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Ok. Attendez, je vais aller me chercher un truc à boire avant d'avoir s'arracher la peau du cul. Là. Ok. C'est bon, la princesse.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step...
Oups. Alors, comment je...
Santis, Tarsis,
Si.
Volkangi, Tissac,
Non, je... Ta gueule. Comment je remets le... Merde, attends. Attends, j'ai... Sans faire exprès. Misclick, oupsie, loupsie. Comment on fait Je vais disparaître le hub. Putain, comment ça revient? Chargement. Autrement, depuis la dernière. Mais c'est ma dernière sauvegarde, merde. Comment je fais? Je me suis niqué. L2? Non, c'est...
Volkangi, Tissac,
Avec des actives que... C'est ça, là.
You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Ok, attends, hop. Pas de plus. Ok, non, c'est bon. Je crois que c'est bon. Ok, we good.
I would if you had a weapon.
Ok, donc le narrateur avait dit non, je peux pas vous laisser faire ça. Et après l'autre l'a fait laisser faire quoi? Blablabla.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't.
Try me.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
Intéressant.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Comment ça, c'est toi? J'ai jamais essayé de te tuer. T'inquiète.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved.
Mais regarde là, elle est si belle, si douce. Je suis sûr elle sent bon. Elle doit pas sentir la pisse.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
On peut se marier maintenant. Là. Partons d'ici. En fait, j'ai vraiment peur de lui demander des trucs à chaque fois parce que je m'attends toujours à ce qu'elle dise une dinguerie, genre tuer des gosses ou je sais pas. On peut s'entre-débrouiller. Genre ça là. J'ai pas envie.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Wow.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
Oh.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs?
C'est un gros jaloux, lui, en vrai.
Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Bah pareil mec. Ouh, intéressant. Ouvrir la porte seule, lui demander de le faire, ou le faire à deux. Allez, pour la symbolique.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Le jeu, le début du jeu, l'écran du jeu avait raison, c'est une histoire d'amour en vrai le jeu. C'est juste soit t'es toxique, soit tu l'es pas.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
Quel courageux narrateur, mais vraiment.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Oh non. Prendre la lame et oxyre le prince. Ah, j'ai quand même le choix. Attends, mais les possibilités du jeu, ça fait... Parce que ça veut dire... Je pourrais jouer la carte du romantique une fois, la sauver une deuxième fois, et au dernier moment, la tuer. Et ça voudrait dire que la troisième fois, elle serait vraiment vénère, genre. Ou alors elle serait triste. Oh non.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you. You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone.
Pas bête.
That's not how this works.
Ça a l'air d'être comme ça que ça marche. Hein.
Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Les ignorer? Bah alors les ignorer ça veut dire quoi? Ça veut dire juste partir genre? Je pense que je suis d'accord avec le héros. Je pense qu'on peut rester ici. Cependant, ouais, je vais choisir de les ignorer.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside.
Oh, il y a vraiment un extérieur. Pour de vrai, genre.
Happy ending at last.
Là. C'est quoi ce son? Eh.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Oh non.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Nos plumes. Mais on est quoi? And there she goes. Vous n'avez pas le temps de lui fabriquer des vêtements, ni maintenant ni jamais. Le temps pour vous de partir, la mémoire vous revient.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Tout va bien, vous devez me faire confiance. On est déjà venu ici et vous avez toujours peur.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Ce n'est pas la fin. L'entité qui se trouve de l'autre côté est aimable.
Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
Vous tendez la main dans un silence absolu. Les voix ont à nouveau disparu. Le miroir les force toujours à partir. Et vous devez voir ce qui se trouve à l'intérieur. Le decay. Vous avez fondu? C'est comme m'a fait fondre. Retrouvez de nouveau au cœur de la quiétude éternelle. Vous êtes de chalet. Oh, cette musique, elle est vraiment belle.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Une fois je recommence. Ça ne voit pas de différence. Tout négatif sur vous. Que pensez-vous de ça? Cet axe, ça je l'ai déjà demandé. Ou pour Fandray. Ça c'est bizarre. Je lui ai pas posé la question parce que je sais pas, c'est bizarre. N'avez-vous toujours pas de préférence? Ok, on va lui demander. On va lui demander ça. Peu importe combien de fois je recommence, l'un de nous finit toujours par faire du mal à l'autre. Ça ne vous rend pas différente? Ce n'est pas de retombées négatives sur vous?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Je crois qu'en réalité, je vous apprécie encore davantage. Je sais pas ce que ça dit de moi.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Comment pouvez-vous supporter d'être une contradiction? Ah, mais en vrai, est-ce qu'on s'en fout pas un peu? N'avez-vous toujours aucune préférence à ce que je vous apporte?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Si je vais quand même lui demander, comment pouvez-vous supporter d'être une contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Bon, je suis pas d'accord avec ça, mais je vais quand même le dire, histoire d'en savoir un peu plus. Vous ne pouvez pas être une contradiction, c'est impossible. Telle chose n'existe pas.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Tout ça, soit j'ai déjà demandé. Ok. Je suis prêt à y retourner.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
A Gentle Heart. Chapitre. Chapitre 1, le héros et
You're
la
on a
princesse.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Ok. Attends, c'est terrible parce que je sais que j'ai beaucoup d'autres options encore. Mais là, à part partir... Je suis pas sûr de... Ok, on va... ok, on va essayer de faire ça. On va essayer de... Est-ce qu'on peut être un vrai méchant, genre faire le crime, la fin du monde?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Ok, on va avancer.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Ok, donc le fait de descendre sans la lame a l'air de déclencher de la bienveillance immédiate. Tandis que si je prends la lame, elle est déjà un peu hostile. Ce qui a l'air de précipiter, on va dire, les comportements de je veux détruire le monde, de tout ça, et c'est ça qu'on veut. Donc je pense que je vais prendre la lame cette fois-ci, mais dans l'optique de la sauver.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Et là, sa voix devrait être grave.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Ouais, voilà.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Je viens prendre de vos nouvelles.
Oh,
Ouais.
it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Something, shut the fuck up. Non, pas du tout. Quoi? N'importe quoi. Comment pouvez-vous imaginer une chose pareille?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Ok, la première fois, j'ai fait quelque chose d'assez similaire. Je lui ai parlé, en fait, j'ai voulu lui parler et discuter avec elle, sauf que j'avais pris le couteau. Du coup, elle était naturellement hostile. Et c'est presque comme si elle me poussait à la tuer, genre. Donc on va lâcher l'arme cette fois-ci. Enfin, on va faire la même chose, on va lâcher l'arme.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
En effet, c'est très étrange. J'aurais vous me draguer. Je crois que c'est ce que j'avais mis la première fois. Parce que c'est legit un truc que j'aurais dit. Comment vous appelez-vous? Je crois que je l'ai déjà dit. Ouais, écoute, ouais.
I know.
Ça me fait
I
très
just
étrange.
said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Ouais, la première elle est vraiment naze. Ça aurait l'intention d'anéantir le monde. Moi ce que je veux c'est qu'elle veuille détruire le monde.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Ouais, ça m'avait dit
I
ça.
don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Ah, nice. Non, et pour être honnête, j'aurais plus tendance à vous croire vous.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. And you'll be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Putain. Ouais, toi en vrai, je te laisse moisir ici, mais vas-y, ouais. On est là pour ça. Finalement, j'ai changé d'avis. Non, de toute façon, j'avais déjà pris ma décision. Je vais voir ce que je peux faire.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Ok, je vais lui demander si elle a d'autres idées.
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
Ok.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
Ouais, voilà. Moi, je suis d'accord. Cette réaction ne me dérange pas tant que ça. Mais c'est le fait qu'elle se bouffe le bras qui me...
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Attends, mais j'ai pas choisi de retourner là-haut.
Is someone else here?
Bon.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
J'aime pas voir ça, ouais.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Ok, on va quand même le vertir.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Oh. Est-ce qu'il n'y aurait pas une métaphore à se faire là? Le vrai amour. Le vrai amour fait toujours plus mal. Quelque chose comme ça. Parce que mon autre m'a poignardé genre 14 fois. Genre.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
La prisonnière. Chapitre 2.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oui mais non. Espèce de salaud. J'ai envie de l'insulter mais juste pour l'insulter genre. Ouais, je pense que je vais faire ça.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
Attends, j'ai pas lu le... J'ai pas fait la voix. Espèce de salaud, cette fois je ne compte pas me laisser faire. Je me laisserai plus avoir faire vos petits stratagèmes.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
L'incrédule. Ok.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
On va avancer vers le chalet.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Ok, j'aime bien l'incrédule. L'incrédule et l'insensible, je pense, c'est mes préférés.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought-iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Ok, donc la sauver une première fois et revenir selon comment tu viens, si tu viens avec le couteau ou pas, ça change après le... Ok. C'était pas juste... ok.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Toujours
The
le-
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Oh, mais attends, ça veut dire que là, je peux... Ah, j'ai presque envie de faire voter, là. Je sais pas s'il reste du monde encore sur le live. Mais est-ce que je prends le couteau ou est-ce que j'y vais sans? Parce que... Moi, je dirais qu'on peut y aller sans, en vrai. Hein. Ouais, on va y aller sans.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Incrédule.
Are you sure? What if she... I don't know... turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner. Yes, I'm sure. Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay, I'm trusting you.
Ah oui, putain, j'ai pas le choix. Ok, non. J'ai pas mon mot à dire, c'est quoi la grande idée?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
Ok.
Wonderful. You do exactly that, sweeping the blade from the table before proceeding to the basement. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Oh, ok, je crois savoir où... j'aime pas, ok.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
C'est vrai que... autant la première fois, la chaîne... Il y a une chaîne de libre, mais bon, c'est pour le deuxième bras, j'imagine. Mais là, je supposé attacher quoi, genre?
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Je peux juste l'abandonner, ok. Je vais m'asseoir avec elle.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
On va s'asseoir là.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Mes intentions? Que voulez-vous dire?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Je suis déjà venu ici. Est-ce que je suis le seul à m'en souvenir?
Oh? Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even.
Okay.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic.
Pathetic.
I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Que s'est-il passé après ma mort la dernière fois? J'ai quand même envie de savoir, même si je pense qu'elle va rester très vague.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
Je mentionnais l'autre chaîne. Cette autre chaîne accrochée au mur. À qui est-elle destinée?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
J'ai envie de dire on pourrait, hein.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Donc je peux... Ok, je peux ou la tuer, ou l'abandonner. Ou je pense... Je pense qu'elle va survivre si je lui coupe la tête. Étrangement. On va examiner la chaîne. Je vais voir si je peux pas juste m'enfermer.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will.
Pourquoi tu me mettrais dans ta fantaisie là? Pourquoi tu me mettrais une chaîne dans laquelle je peux m'enfermer si c'est pour... Enfin...
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
Ouais, je suis d'accord.
But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
On va l'examiner.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Ouais, je me doutais.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Well, shit.
Yes.
Bon.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve. That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Ah, j'aime bien l'incrédule.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch? No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Je pense pas qu'elle savait, même si son commentaire était un peu suspect. Alors on est tous les deux coincés ici, hein.
Yep.
Que devons-nous faire?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Il va y avoir une princesse avec des grosses couilles qui va arriver pour nous sauver. Vous n'êtes pas du genre bavarde, hein.
Nope.
Je crois que je l'aime bien. Je crois que je l'aime presque plus que la gentille princesse.
That's rude.
Est-ce que vous saviez que ça allait m'arriver? Ouais, non, je pense pas qu'elle sait. Bon bah, on va attendre.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes, and the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold,
Attends, parce que moi,
silent.
la première fois que je l'ai abandonnée, elle a trouvé un moyen de se sortir de là. J'y vois des métaphores dans les relations. Peut-être c'est moi qui suis paranoïaque. Mais j'y vois des métaphores dans les relations amoureuses qui sont intéressantes. Mais ouais, elle avait trouvé un moyen de s'en sortir. Pourquoi elle peut pas faire la même chose?
At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How exactly does that work? It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work. I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Ouais, vous avez vu, le sous-sol est en train de changer.
I don't like small talk, remember?
Still rude.
On va attendre en silence.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls. That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode. She hasn't starved. I guess she hasn't. Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls. And then...
Oh, il a disparu.
And? I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Mais vous n'avez pas l'occasion de répondre. Vous n'aurez jamais. Il est temps de partir. La mémoire vous revient.
She's gone. Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here?
Tout va bien, vous devez me faire confiance. Vous êtes déjà venu ici, vous avez
But
toujours
it
peur.
feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Ce n'est pas la fin. L'entité qui se trouve de l'autre côté est aimable.
Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you. Feels too good to be true.
Sauver des péris. The remains. Ok. On retrouve de nouveau au cœur de la quiétude éternelle. C'est de chalet.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Wow. Il y a des arbres et des étoiles, des humains aussi, j'imagine. En tout cas, il devrait y en avoir.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Pensez-vous qu'il y ait quoi que ce soit de réel à l'extérieur? Pensez-vous que nous sommes réels?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Savez-vous ce qui se passera lors de votre réveil?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Lorsque je repars, je ne suis plus seul. Des voix me parlent en permanence. Certaines font partie de moi, mais l'une d'entre elles est différente. Je l'appelle le narrateur. Il veut que je vous exécute. Vous avez un narrateur, vous aussi? Est-ce que les réceptacles en avaient un?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Oui. Quand je lui mettrai la main dessus, nous obtiendrons enfin des réponses à nos questions.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Que pensez-vous de ce réceptacle?
This one is determined, but also cautious. One that would rather let the world move around her than move it herself. She will make for a patient heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
J'ai oublié de demander ça à la princesse d'avant. Je suis prêt à y retourner.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.